ATP is the molecule that supplies energy for metabolic process within your cells. ATP consists of nitrogenous base that called as adenine bind to the ribose sugar and 3-phosphate group. When energy is needed, the terminal phosphate group will be released, and this process is called as hydrolysis, energy releasing. And now, the ATP will become adenosine diphosphate, ADP. Substrate-level phosphorylation is a synthesis of ATP by the direct transfer of phosphate group from a substrate to a molecule of ADP. Occur in the glycolysis and Krebs cycle. While oxidative phosphorylation is the process of forming ATP through transfer of electron. This electron will be released from the oxidation of NADH and FADH2. That's why it's called as the oxidative phosphorylation. There are two types of cellular respiration, which are aerobic and anaerobic respiration. But in this lesson, we just focus on the overview of aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration releases energy in cells by breaking down food substances whilst in the presence of oxygen. It is represented by this simplified equation. Aerobic respiration involves 4 steps. First step is glycolysis. Glycolysis is the process of breakdown of glucose to produce pyruvate and energy. Glycolysis occurs in the cytoplasm, which is not require oxygen. Glucose, which is 6 carbon molecule, split into 2 molecule 3 carbon. That's called as pyruvate. Glycolysis occurs both in aerobic and anaerobic respiration, but in the presence of the oxygen, the pyruvate that produced from the glycolysis will enter the link reaction, which is involve formation of acetyl coenzyme A. The third step of the aerobic respiration is the Krebs cycle, also known as citric acid cycle, occur within matrix of mitochondria. Actually, Krebs cycle is a sequence of chemical reaction in which molecules are broken down in the presence of oxygen to generate energy. 2 molecules of acetyl-CoA will enter the Krebs cycle for each molecule of glucose, so the cycle turns twice for each glucose molecule. The last step of the aerobic respiration is the oxidative phosphorylation, which is involved ETC, electron transport chain, and chemiosmosis. This process takes place in the inner membrane of mitochondria. All of NADH and FADH2 will be oxidized and release electron. electron will be transferred from one complex protein to another complex protein along the ETC. At the same time, when electron is transferred, H+ will pump into the intermembrane space, and the final electron acceptor is oxygen. The movement back of the hydrogen ion through the ATP synthase will phosphorylate ADP to become ATP. So the total of ATP produced from oxidative phosphorylation is the 32 ATP.